Hello. Today's main topic is what extent does ambition prove useful? Does it provide clarity to the mind or does it cloud our judgment? My hypothesis is if there is too much ambition, then it does cloud our judgment. And if there is not too much ambition, it proves to give some clarity to the mind. But let's go a little deeper. In Macbeth carries an outrageously large amount of ambition and confidence that builds up until it eventually permanently impairs his judgment. Some evidence that is provided in Macbeth explains, seize upon Fife, give Thedge a sword, his wives, his babes, and all unfortunate souls. Because Macbeth had such an ambition to become king, he was obliged in his own head to kill an entire city. Since this scene is staged towards the end of the book, it can be inferred that Shakespeare wanted this to be Macbeth's final straw. Some other evidence that helps my hypothesis comes from the text Persepolis. In Persepolis, Marjorie's satrapy faces many challenges, but she always finds a way to surpass them due to her ambition to seek out truth and justice. One way she proves that ambition can be helped is when she states, "When I went back to her room, she was crying. You were not in the same social class, but at least we were in the same bed. When I finally understood the reason for the revolution, I made my decision. Tomorrow, we are going to demonstrate." This shows how once she was enlightened, the ambition to prove her government wrong was ignited, which she did by protesting. Some other challenges Marjane has experienced includes constant government oppression and restrictions held down by her parents. Because she's able to overcome this, she's able to show some resistance towards the better, which helps her evolve as a person and a character throughout the book. Another form of evidence that was used was 2081. In 2081, it's a world with restraints, so everyone can be equal, but there is one man who doesn't want anyone to be restricted of their true potential. His name is Harrison Ferguson. Because of his ambition to live in a world with no restrictions, he's able to use his clarity of the mind and reveal it to the world. This is stated when he says, "They had hoped to destroy any trace of extraordinary in me, and in time I came to share that hope. But the extraordinary seems was simply out of their reach." This shows how much he is willing to go to expose his dream to the world. And because he's not letting it conflict with his morals, it gives him the clarity of the mind. One major challenge that he faces is the government. And because the government is there, he has a short amount of time to do it. And because he is able to expose the dream to live in a world with no restrictions, he's able to release that mindset to everybody. The last form of text is a popular one. It's called Insurgent. In Insurgents, the main villain is Jeanine Matthews. She's mainly ambitious about keeping one of the only populated places on Earth segregated into separate groups where everybody is the same. The problem is that there are people that don't fit into any specific group, so she's pretty ambitious about killing them. This is an example of how ambition can cloud the mindset, and because she hates them so much due to her ambition, she's willing to kill them all just because she can't control them. Some examples from the book include, "Dark times call for extreme measures. You may find it hard to believe, but I am serving the greater good. And the system removes the threat of anyone exercising their independent will. Divergents threaten that system. It won't be safe until they're removed." This shows how much Jeanine actually hates the divergents and how she's so ambitious that she is willing to kill every last one of them. The fact that Jeanine also has power did help her leap over many obstacles. Because if she didn't have any power, she wouldn't have made it as far as she did. And because she made it as far as she did, it was only a matter of time before her downfall. Now that we've seen the evidence, I can conclude that there is too much ambition, too much ambition can conflict with our morals and cloud our judgment. Also, if there is just the right amount of ambition and it doesn't conflict with our morals, it can prove to give some clarity of the mind. Even though ambition is the main motive for a lot of things, outside forces still contribute, like how Macbeth had the three witches and the prophecy, and how the insurgents had power.